Good afternoon, everyone. Um, I, again, um, this is kind of a different video. It might be tags, so I can't really classify it Tag Tuesday. I got a new tower, as I said in my other video, and I've been cleaning and going through boxes. I have so many of these little baskets and boxes everywhere, and so I'm trying to organize it and put it in each things in baskets and start figuring out how to organize them better. So in this one, this is a lot of projects that are started and need to be finished. I got like little pockets. Now I might leave them that way without anything in them, but I need to glue up the sides. I need to put something on the inside. So I have a few of those. This pocket is done. I think I was just putting stuff in it, these ones here. So there's different things in here. So that's here, which is probably going to be one of the things. Then what I was doing, then I have this box, and this is, it might end up being all my journal cards completed. So like a lot of these aren't completed because I won't put them without being backed, things like that. Then there are some that I stamped this and printed it myself. I'm not sure how much I love it. Then I collaged these journal cards, and I want to add a little bit. Now that I've learned more, I think I want to put a little bit more on some of them. And that's just a something I made and figured one day it might go on the front of a journal. Oh, I shouldn't put those. This one, I'm not worried about the bending. This one, oh no, it's fine. So that box is kind of not really really organized yet. But what I did is this box here, I had piles of papers and things like that. So I cut things out, punched out papers if it was, put scraps in here. So this is what I'm going to work on. Like, as you can see, I've got these big tags in here. This is just some coffee stuff I want to finish up. So this is like a project box. And I have two of these because this is a smaller one. And then remember, a long time ago, I was doing tag, and I've got these still I want to work on. Because coming up, I'm going to talk while I work on some stuff. So I'm just going to pull some things out. These are nice and simple to do, so let's do them right off the bat. We're just going to, there's not really much we can do with these. I think they're pretty good the way they are. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to back them, and then we can call them completed. And I have a box here. I've been just kind of randomly throwing the things that are completed, and then I'll sort them into the spots that they need to go, type thing. So that's just sitting there of things. So that's why it's sitting there, so that I can just kind of put these. So what I'm going to be doing, and some of these very well might go in it, I have to clean out one of my blue bins, which is what I originally bought it for. And I am going to be doing a scoop event in my Purple Hearts creation. Now, I don't know what the price yet I'm going to put on them. But I'm going to do a live in my Facebook group called Purple Hearts Creations by Chrissy. The reason in there is because I don't have yet enough followers. And so I can't... I purposely put this out so that I would start using this more often. And like there might be like homemade tags. There might be just like collage tags that have to be finished. Journal cards like this would be in it. And then I'm going to have some other things. There might be some fussy cuts in there. There might be, I'm trying to do a little baggie of something else, like they're just a little bit, but they're all going to be thrown in there. Different things, all kinds of different things. I'll give you, as we're talking, for instance, it could have some flowers in it. And I purposely bought some ball pins to go in it. The bronze, the black, and then a mixture of color, and it looks like silver in there. And then one of these is mine and one of these, or they might both go in the box, some heart paper clips. And I've got some other paper clips I'm going to put in there. Some I might even do a little ribbon thing. I got some beautiful butterflies to go in it. So, and there's going to be a lot of different little things in it. And I'll just basically scoop, and whatever's in that scoop is what you get. And what I'll end up doing is basically doing the scoop live, but the purchasing it will be different. Now, I will get more information, of course, on that as time comes. Again, I will work out a price depending on where you are, shipping type thing, and all that. So it's something new I'm going to try. I thought it might be fun. And so then you will prepay your scoop, and then I will go live. Oh no, that didn't work well. Almost knocked everything down. Does this fit in here? Perfect. There we go. So there, there can be all kinds of different things in there. I wished I had a sewing machine because I would do some paper ruffles, but I don't. So that's what I'm hoping to do. And then I will get a price. And the shipping I won't be able to really tell you because depending on your scoops you buy, because if you buy more than one scoop, I'll, of course, depending, I'm going to have a rate for 1 scoop, 3 scoop, 4 scoop, and maybe even 5 scoop, because some people might want to do 5 scoop. So I got to make sure like I have extra stuff on hand to refill it, different things like that. So I got to build it. I'm hoping to do it in the next coming week. So if you're not a part of Purple Hearts Creations by Chrissy, I'll have the link down below and you can come and join us there. It is my selling. Just, I want to make it clear, it's not like where I make things, or, well, I do make things, but it's my selling page. Just so you know, it is where I sell on it. So it's not regular where people show their work and everything like that. It is, for Etsy, I find Etsy's shipping is outrageous, whereas I can adjust the shipping accordingly. I'm a new at this, and Etsy takes too much money. So I'm just doing it my way, small way. I'm sure maybe if I did Etsy, maybe I'd get more sales. But I want to be able to control more of my shipping than what Etsy really allows us to do. From what I have, like, I don't know a lot about Etsy. From what I understand of Etsy. So just so I'm going to have that coming up, and I think it should be fun. So I'll, like, if you want a scoop, I'll write your name down, and I'm going to put them in the order of when I get orders. So, like, if you're interested in putting your word in right now, let me know, and I'll put you on the top of my list. Well, you'll go on the top of my list when I get payment, of course. And I do everything through PayPal. I don't have Venmo because it's not here in Canada. Oh, maybe this would be nice if I cornered around them. Yeah, I think so. I think this one is starting to go. Well, why are you leaking out? You shouldn't, maybe you're too full, that's why. Sometimes if I don't empty it, it affects it too. So let's empty it and see if that helps fix that. A little bit, not a lot. So I think that should be fun. And then I'm trying to decide on, I think I will do it, but I'm thinking of putting some Christmas bundles together. This week I've been just really concentrating doing a few videos here and there and kind of cleaning up piles and tidying up and kind of organizing. But tonight I've got to work on some, I just got another order placed and I've got to do a few orders tonight. That'll be what I do. A lot of times, sometimes I do my orders during the day, and at night I create either digitals if my cat insists on laying on my desk and not letting me work. Other times, and I don't sell digitals. I'm not, the program I use, I don't have a lot of techniques you can use on it. So I create things and I fussy cut them and put them together and create it that way, and I sell it in packages in a bundle. For those that are new, I have some faithful Laurel in New Zealand. She is faithful purchaser. I've got a few great, not a few, I'm very fortunate. I've been very, very fortunate. I've been slowly building, and I want to count how many sales I have because I think, oh, Pika. Of course, Pika has to. Where do you think you're going to go? There's not a lot of room. No, that's Pika. She insists on being on the video every day, and she's trying to find a place to plop her bum. And soon she'll start knocking baskets over so that she can. If I move that, you want to sit there? There you go. And so, like even last night, I had planned on continuing my Merry Monday and working on some more Christmas, but I just want to get some of these boxes and baskets of stuff. Even if I still have baskets, at least I know, okay, this basket's for this. And, you know, some of my work will stay in baskets. Like any tags in there, I have to move them over. Is this not glued well enough? Sometimes that happens too. That needs a touch more glue, which is easy to fix, and that does help it a lot. So these three, I need a little box for to say this is my stuff for the scoop. Many of you might know, I kind of got the idea from TikTok, because I used to watch it a lot, where they scoop crystals. And then I've seen people who do it for beads. And I thought, why not paper ephemera? You'd have to be a little more gentle, and of course I wouldn't use a round scoop. I have a scoop I just kind of got, and I'll do it that way. So I want to try it and see how it works. Okay, I think that's good. Did I get it all? Oh, this side I didn't ink. So I'm going to start putting things like these three are going to be my first three things. That's going to go in there. And, you know, in the comments, if there's something you would like to... Well, I can't say that because some things just aren't available here in Canada. So, and I'm thinking, not this one, obviously, but I get these nice little, I love these pearls. I might put a few of those in a little baggie and put them in there too. So there'll be a variety of different things. Embellishments already completed, embellishments in there. So those three I'm putting to the side because they're going in there. So that was an easy three I got done and fixed. So now see this, I don't like that faded look. And then my kitties sometimes, if I leave it on the table too long, they spill on it. This glue book is kind of getting in my... Of course, because I have all the baskets around me, it's taking up a lot of my working space. So let's do this. I think we'll go with that. we will be doing that, but for now we're doing this front. What I'm trying to remember to do is the corners. And then I'm going to have extra little gifts for the first 10. I have a little extra gift. You know, if you buy 5 scoops, I'm going to do something. If you buy 3 scoops, 3 and 5 scoops, I'm going to do a little extra surprise in your package for that. So I've got lots of plans for it. And then I did just kind of asked a question in my group who would like me to do some Christmas bundles up of different Christmas ephemera. We had this debate in a group of what ephemera is, because the dictionary ephemera is not, like, I call this ephemera. I call journal cards ephemera. And a lady was saying they're not ephemera, and it was a big debate. And so sometimes when now I think of the word, I don't want to use it, but it's junk journal ephemera. And I was trying to, you know, basically I was trying to say, you know, yes, technically the dictionary word, but sometimes words expand over time of what they cover. And even like we use it differently. And it's not that we're changing the word, we're just adding a little extra into the word. Like we're just expand it to include what we do. Because she is saying this is a tag. Well, yeah, it is a tag, but you know, I kind of call it, to me, it's ephemera for my junk journal. So, you know, type thing. But it's nothing, like, I'm not angry or anything over it by any means. Actually, I thought it was an interesting topic because, first of all, I never looked up the word ephemera. I just learned ephemera from my junk journaling, watching videos and, you know, things like that. So I learned what the definition of it, and, you know, sometimes a question opens up a conversation. And so I wasn't somebody who got offended by the question or anything. Sometimes to really, you know, it's even junk journals. We refer to it as junk journals, but some of us don't just use junk. Some of us use digitals. So even the world of junk journal has expanded over time. And I know they have different names, like there's a flow journal, which I'm not quite sure what a flow journal is. I should watch some YouTube videos on it. You know, so there's, you know, there's different types of journals. Some of us use a mixture of digitals and vintage ephemera. You know, so, and then some of us take digitals and make them look vintage, you know, type thing. A printout or something that maybe somebody has scanned actual vintage item. And for me, it's just because it's not easy to find here. It really isn't. When I see people get these old ledger books with writing in them and things like that, and I went to a store and there was a lot of vintage books, but they were wanting, like, there was a small one, I would say it was only 10 pages, and they wanted $8 for it. Well, to me, that's a lot of money. Because even if I sold it $1 a page, you know, and then it's not, if I was doing that. And so some of the, like, this was especially a place where I used to go and find vintage books were really inexpensive, but, you know, I think some of people are catching on, and I would love to go to an estate sale, but I've never seen them here very often, and I wouldn't even begin to know where to look to find them. And we don't have a lot of flea markets around anymore. I'm hoping this summer maybe in July I'll ask them. We have this place called Oak Island. You take a ferry over it here in Quebec, and someone told me there's like a flea market there. So I'm going to see if maybe in July we can do that for a Saturday and go over and see if I can find any treasures, or it might be just as expensive. There we go. I always like to cover the front and the back. And now, what shall we put on it? I think this is too green. Yeah, she's quite nice. I've lately been doing a lot of ladies, but she's too yellowy, I think. These are just some things I got to put in away. So, and again, I have sometimes a lot of digitals laying around. Now, the thing I'm thinking I might do is things like this. Some tags I might complete, some tags I might just put in like this. And then you can collage it, do what you want to it for what journal you are using, because this is kind of a really base color. So you can, adjust it to whatever your journal, or if you're using a digital kit and you want to put the ephemera for it, right? So then you can adjust it accordingly to what you want. So some of that I'll just kind of leave like that as well. I'm just pulling out a few tags here. Now tags like this, I might just leave, I might not do anything to, this was a flip one. I want to keep that pattern. I think that was my pattern. But I might leave these in the box like that. I haven't quite decided. That's why. Excuse me. Always, always, always I turn this on. And this is, I got to cover up. But sometimes I try to get as much as the old off as possible. But it is glued on there. Thinking I might put napkins in there, in it. I have some really beautiful napkins. Like this is beautiful all on its own. Like you don't really have to do much. I might add a word sentiment there, and that's about it. I just got to cover the back. Don't think this is, oh, look at that. I'm gonna have enough room to cover that with that. So I'm going to embellish these ones a bit. So I set an alarm on my phone, so you might all of a sudden hear an alarm go off because I keep talking too long. And then I miss saying goodbye to you guys, or I say goodbye several times. So I set an alarm, and I think I set it 5 minutes before the camera will shut off. So what I probably will do is when the alarm goes off, turn off the alarm, and then say my goodbyes. And especially when I'm doing this, I might just continue working, and then it'll just shut off. But I might try to show what we completed too in that 5 minutes as I say goodbye. So sometimes I'm just working away, talking, and the camera shuts off. Sometimes I continue on long after the camera, so that's why for the alarm, because I just ramble sometimes. Because that's me. I'm just a rambling girl, just like to ramble. Last night I was doing some collaging. It turned out really nice. I just have to show. I'm just a showy girl. I just have to show. So this is one set I'll have in my store. But I want to do it. And the thing is, if you like it, it's a coffee filter, a tea bag, and then I collage this bag, and then this one, and this one. So this one will be, and there should be one more to this. I'm missing one coffee filter. Where did it go? I just had it a few minutes ago. Who knows with me? Who knows? It's somewhere simple. Oh yes, here it is. So this will be a set. Now if you go in and you say, oh, I want that set, and I get 3 people, I can make more of these. They'll never be the exact same, because collaging is like that, right? So you get a large, and only the first 2 sets are going to have an extra filter in it because somebody gifted me these tiny ones, and I'll have to look for these tiny ones because they're really cute. And they would even look cute if I didn't put them together on a page like that, or one on top of each other would be cute as well. And then this is a tea bag that I collaged, and then one bag, two bag, and then another bag. So that's one set. And if you like that green shade and that's something you like, then I can always make more of that minus the extra filter. And then I started a purple, and that's as far as I've gotten in the purple so far. And I'm going to do some in pink and maybe try some yellow and blue. I just don't have a lot of ephemera in that color. So that's always interesting for me. So I guess we can sort of call this Tag Tuesday. Somewhat right now. Because we've done some mostly tags so far. That way I can hashtag it Tag Tuesday. And I'm trying to really grow my channel, so if you haven't yet subscribed, and please, please, if you don't mind, if the video doesn't interest you, can you just leave it running for a bit? Right now it doesn't really matter. Well, it does in a way, because to get to where I can do lives on here and maybe make a few cents off of my videos, I have to have so many viewing hours, and I have to have 1,000 subscribers, and I'm not even at 500 yet. I'm thankful for the 447. Just this week, I've gotten 3 new subscribers. So I'm thankful for that. Let me tell you, I'm very, very thankful. I'm just grabbing my sentiments binder. In this binder, I keep my numbers. And like, if I wanted to even make it look, I could even throw in not only a sentiment, maybe a number as well. If I wanted to collage more on it, I could add, oh, maybe I will add that in there. So we'll leave that out. These ones are from the Junk Journal Studio, the pink and the brown. I love them. Then my pink porch. And these are tabs that I bought, but I hardly use them, and I really need to. And then my sentiments. These are pink Monarch Prints ones. These are ones I made. And I use them a lot because I like the simplicity. There's also that. That might be a good one to use. Succeed, patience, and I don't have my glasses on. Clarify, forgive. Sometimes it is a little tricky because you have to pull them out. But even if I put them all in a box, I still got to dig through them. I think I like that word, joyful. I don't know how the pink, I think the pink might pull out the pink in there. Yeah, there we go. And we'll put those back in. It's actually a really humid, sticky day out today. And it was bright and sunny, and now it's getting a little cloudy. It's kind of the way, well, our humidity does that. It makes it a hazy day. And I have friends coming over on Saturday for a barbecue. And my one girlfriend, my besties, that's what we call each other. There's 4 of us. She just had a baby girl in April 1st. And I have not seen her yet. And I'm so excited to see her. She is adorable. Oh, where did my number go? So sometimes with these collage tags, you can add your little bit. You could stick another butterfly on here if you wanted to. It all depends on how you want it to look. Everything is up to you, how you want it. And I'm not doing a lot of coloring because it already has some. But I'm just going to, just in case when I cut off, sometimes you get a little white. And then you could put a little piece of lace on it as well if you wanted to. I'm working on the lace on tags. I struggle with, not so much with if I'm doing it like a cluster form, but I see these ladies that layer just a little piece here underneath it, and somehow that is one thing I don't have a strength at. But if I make a cluster, I'm fine. I love making lace clusters. This is just to add a little. There we go. And that's it. That's all we're going to do to that. Just sometimes the cardstock where you cut it, you get the white. And I'm using my Distress Arts Vintage Photo. I think I have to buy a new walnut. The three I usually use is this one, the tea dyed, and the walnut. But this has gotten so dry, even if I put ink in it, it doesn't work really well. And I'm only going to use it because this is darker and the other one isn't really showing much on this. Is this corner not done? Again, I don't know how I miss corners, but I do. I always have to check my corners. So, but the walnut I really love, the walnut stain. It's just, I have the refill, but it doesn't seem, it'll work good when I first put it on the top. So I don't know if the actual pad itself is dry, too dry in comparison. Like this is still like, and I think I need to just buy a whole new one. But this won't go to waste. I will still use it for other things. I'll put it in water and tea dye paper with it. I won't waste it. Hi, boo-boo. Go lay down, baby. You're getting no more food. I forgot to put you in your bed, didn't I? There we go. So we're going to throw that over there. Now this one. This is the one where I didn't. There we go. I have to do it like that. Okay. And I already think I know what I'm doing with this. I should have thought about it and pulled a sentiment out at the same time. Just clearing some of that white off. Yes, boo-boo, there's no more food for today, baby. Not till later on snack time. Why don't you go play with your kitty cat? Your little kitty cat, huh? I love my Temu order. This is something I ordered from Temu. I love them. Oh, maybe I'll put one of these on here. I love these. They're beautiful. And some of these are going to go in. They're beautiful. Thinking I might stick one of those on there, but it's a little red, more reddish. I've got a package of those, and so some of those are going to go, well, the rest of the package is going to go in, and I'm going to order another package of them for myself. And maybe if this goes over well, it'll be something I do maybe every other month. So if I do it at the end of June, beginning of July, I'll do it maybe again in August sometime. Or if it's something you want every month, but you'll get stuff, so you'll have supplies for a month, and then I'll collect up some unique things. Yes, baby. I know, but you're not getting any food. She's hoping. I know. I think on the back of this, oh, that's double-sided. Just reaching over to grab a piece of paper to back with. Just give me a second and I'll find one, hopefully. I don't know why Christmas Digital dot. Hey, boo-boo, adettes. I don't know why those are in my paper. See what I mean? I have things everywhere. Boo-boo, relax, baby girl. There's no more food. You're fed for the afternoon. You've had your lunch. She thinks she would eat all day. Oh, look at that. I was searching so hard and there was a piece right there. right there. What it is I glue better if I use the book. Boo-boo, arrête. It's enough. She's got her morning feeding. She's had a few little treats because I couldn't get her in outside. She knows how to open our screen door, and they're not outdoor cats really. And tick season, ticks are really bad, so I don't want her. When she stays up on the deck, I don't worry so much, but she likes to go under the deck, and I don't even want to know what's under there. So I don't want her getting ticks. I brought her in from under there. I got her in. Had to shake her treat bag, but what best I could. I checked her fur. No. I don't want to waste my time, but I might have to scoop her up and put her in bed. Sometimes that's the only way I can get her to settle. Okay, baby, come here. Come here. Oh, guys, just 1 second. I'll be right back. It's time to relax. All right, 99. If it's funny, if I put her up in the bed, sometimes I'll put a cloth bag down or one of my t-shirts, and she'll curl up on it and go to sleep. It's kind of like her cue. Okay, she's serious. I'm not getting any more food. We're going to embellish this in a second. I'm really hungry today. Probably should have ate before I did this, but I'm debating what I'm going to eat. I was going to eat leftovers, but I made like butter garlic salmon, and of course the garlic really makes the house smell. And then I make buttered Parmesan lemon noodles and asparagus. It's one of Jacob's favorites. He loves buttered noodles like me. I could just have buttered noodles and Parmesan cheese, fresh Parmesan cheese on it, and I'm happy. But I think I'm going to have another salad today because I really enjoyed my salad yesterday. Okay, what I need now is I need pink butterflies. I'm just going to pull this over and look for my butterflies. Look for my pink butterflies. Don't know why it was there. There we go. Why it wasn't sitting in with my butterflies. And let's see. I bought some new ones that are stickers. And they're supposed to be like, you bend them and you can do them 3D. But I probably will never do the 3D, but I don't know how they're going to look because of that, the way the 3D is on them. Stick that back on there. But I'm going to pull out some of my, I need to cut some more of these. These are some of my, these pink ones are some of my favorite butterflies. These ones are too big. That one might be too big. I'm just wondering if I go with just trying to figure out which way I want to go. That's too light. I need to cut some more of these out. They're my favorite butterflies, especially when it's very pale like. I do use some of these up as well. This one is another one I love. Is this pink one here. So I have to put that on my to-do list. Oh, I forgot a butterfly. In it goes. And a lot of times you'll see that I cut off the antlers, especially antennas or whatever you call them. They're not antlers because they're not because I find it's nicer with a pen mark. Oops. All of a sudden it got really quiet, and so did the whole house once I put her to sleep. She's a funny little thing. Her favorite thing to do is eat. So, and after, she'll wake up in a little while, and I'll play with her a little bit with her laser, because she's a tubby cat, so I try to make sure she gets a bit of exercise. And then at night lately, well, it's because I was gone. She's really been in a cuddle mood. So at night I haven't been able to create anything because she wants to just lay in my arms. So I can use my mouse as she lays in my arms. So sometimes I do puzzles, jigsaw puzzles on the computer while I listen or watch my shows. I'm like that. Sometimes I listen to my shows more than I watch them. Sometimes. If there's a lot of action on them, then I'll flip back, watch the action, and when there's just a lot of talking, like when I'm watching Chicago Fire, when they're sitting in the bar just chit-chatting, or at the fire station just chit-chatting, I'll why I'm inking the butterfly, because as much as you try to fussy cut really well, there are times when you're still going to have a little bit of white. So it's not that I really want the inking to show, it's just to kind of cover up that little bit of white that might be still kind of hanging there. And especially in this part, because I don't want to go too thin. So I try to just darken that up a bit. And it's a little more time consuming because you got to do it slowly because they're delicate and you don't want ink everywhere on the pink. So you got to kind of take your time. There we go. And doing a bit of inking does help them stand out a little bit on the tag. And at first I was going to cover that rose, but I think I want that rose to stay. There we go. And I'll show you what I do. I just take my marker and I just do them right onto the paper. Then I don't have the white against the background. There we go. It's just how I prefer to do it. Everybody has each to their own. Just for me, I'm just going to pull out my sentiments again. Oh boy, my stomach is just telling me, feed me, feed me. What are you doing? Starving me to death. I'm just thinking, do I want to add a little something? But I don't think I should have put it on before I did that. So if I would have been thinking, I would have stuck that on sooner. So we're not going to worry about it. And do I want to go with a pink? I'll let that come out. Let's see if there's a nice short one. What it says, strive for greatness. But again, oh, they're too long. Yesterday I just cut some, I think I'm going to go with the word blossom. Kind of like it. It's either that one or yeah, I like the pink. I made a salad, just lettuce, some red pepper, tomato, cucumber, lots of cucumber. I like lots of cucumber because I didn't buy myself. Sometimes I like to get radishes in there. I really enjoy radishes, and I bought a little can of tuna that's flavored, and it was a lemon flavored, and it was so nice. I just threw the little. It was just a small can. I threw the little can in the salad, then threw my. There we go. My oil and vinegar dressing on it. It was delicious. So I'm thinking I might do that today, but I don't have any more of that tuna. So I might just have some canned chicken on the top of it. Add a little protein in it. It helps the salad last longer in my stomach. If I don't put the protein, I'll just be hungry again. There we go. And that's nicely done. And I just noticed a little bit up here. I need a little more inking. Or I might not even do a salad. I might do, I like sandwich, like a nice ham rolled. Take a cucumber and roll it up in it. Pika's upstairs talking to Andre. She's a very boisterous cat. They both are. My cat before I got them, Guido, he was not really a boisterous. There we go. So I'm going to, all of these items I'm going to put in that. As you can see, some are embellished, some aren't. So it'll be a good variety. And look at, I got 3, 4, 5, 6 things done. Whoa, I'm on a roll, guys. On a roll. Well, that's because I'm taking simple tags, right? See, and this got something happened in the printing of it. So that's an easy fix. I could leave it that color. This would even be, where did I put it? I'm wondering if I can leave it that color. The one's front. We'll try it. Where's my pink? There, it went to the ground. Which color do I want? More lipstick, I think. And this stencil. And I'll center it right onto it, like this. Now I could pull and do the leaves green, but whew, that might be too much work, so I don't think I'm going to do that. Sometimes I do move my stencils around because on the sides, sometimes I do want a rose like that. So I don't always necessarily center mine because I sometimes want the roses around the edge, and so then I'll pull this back up. I'm just in the midst. I'm going to order it soon. I want to do some more things with textured paste. And this would be nice with a textured paste. So I'm leaving it that green. And I'm just lightly going it with the pink. Trying to add a little bit here and there. Without, I don't want it to be dominating. A few I don't mind. There we go. think this one needed a bit more color, but chances that I'll get that to sit. There we go. There we go. One of my favorites, Worn Lipstick. I use this one in the velvet something, and it's slipping my mind. I got this from Temu. It's a great stencil. I love it. I love the rose pattern. So there we go. We'll leave that like that, but we're going to put something on this. Maybe not so much that. Ooh, that's too red and too big. Let's see, what do we have in here? Oh, the sun is trying to get through, but still looks like it's going to try to rain. Let me take all those little ones. This might be a good tag to do a bit of collaging on, but why stencil it if I'm going to collage it? That one I don't mind. Oh, maybe this one. No. So far that one. What other ones I want? I'll just stick those back in there. This was the best thing I did with my Fussy Cuts. This is just a certain digital creator. She does the digitals and she does the butterflies and birds with the flowers. So I keep hers together. I bought her pink, her yellow, her blue, her purple, and I just bought her red. I haven't cut much red out yet. Let's just double check if there's something in here that I might like. But see, I'm still trying to decide if I like that. We might be overthinking that one, so we might just put it aside for a second and think about it. Sometimes I have to do that. If something's not coming together, instead of keep fussing with it, move on to something else. See, I have these. I don't know why I put these in here. They're all nicely. I like the fact she sewed, but I'm a backer. I like everything backed. So I don't know what I'm doing with those yet. They're really cute. Really, really cute. Really cute. But those really should be in my journal cards, more or less, in that box. Let's see here. And like, I have something like this. It was a cardstock, and I accidentally printed something on the wrong side. So, what I'm going to do... Oh, there's a warning. Stop. Sorry, guys. So there we go. We are at our 7-minute warning. Time to wrap it up. So what I'm trying to decide on this one, I was trying to straighten it, but I didn't do that very well, is what I want to do with that. Do I collage it maybe as the background? There we go. I was using the lines to be my line to straighten it. You would think that would make it easy. So that's what I'm trying to decide with that. Like, obviously I'm going to cover one side, or do I use this as the side to write on? So that's, you know, what I'm deciding with that. And then I have these beautiful ones that I covered, but it's like really thin paper. So obviously I got to put a hard cardstock on the back of it to make it sturdy. Oh, and look at this little one here. We'll just do this little one as we say goodbye. And we have paper right here. We can glue this on. So we'll go ahead and glue this really quick. And I forgot to put it on my book. And I think what might. And it was a piece left over from collaging. That was all that was left out of it. So I have this small punch in this shape. So I just punched it out. And I thought, oh, this is cute for a little pocket. It can be part of, sometimes I'll use this in a cluster. It can be used, but a lot of times I like these little ones because I like to put little pockets on pockets. So say, for instance, here, I would put a little pocket and just tuck it in there. And I think it just adds, especially in something like that, it might look really good on this one. So I add a little pocket and tuck it in. But it can also be collaged on here really easily, like collage and then do more, and then just have it standing up. So you can do different things with those little ones. So I like to make some of those little ones. And it doesn't really need much done to it. It probably just a butterfly or a sentiment. And again, I won't do it because depending on where I put it, and it's very thin, which I'm not worried about that. Everything doesn't have to be thick because I add so much bulk. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining me today. We did get some done, and I'm leaving that there and thinking about this one. You might be surprised. So we got at least these journal cards backed. We got this tag backed, and we added a little more to it. We backed this one, and we got the blossoms, and we covered that one up. And these ones are put aside for our special event that will be coming up in Purple Heart Creations by Chrissy. And just thank you for joining me. And please like, and I really would appreciate some comments. It helps with my algorithm. It gets me seen more often and up higher on the search button. And that will really help me grow my channel. If you can just make, even if it's just a heart, that will help so much. And of course, there's a little bit of glue there. So thank you once again. And please, I'm kind of begging, comment on the video, and have a wonderful afternoon. And I'm going to go get some lunch. Bye for now.